Hello, I'm Morgan, and I'm here with Zach from Riverhorse, and he's going to be telling us about the brand new Tails of Equestria starter set.
That's right, yeah. So this is a brand new product in the Tails of Equestria line, as you said, and it is intended to be a starter product which people can pick up and start playing the game straight away, even if they've never touched any other Tails of Equestria books.
Okay, so it's like you don't need any experience to sort of get into
You don't
this.
need anything, you don't need experience, you don't need any accessories or anything like that. Everything you need is in this box, yeah.
Okay.
First things first, as I mentioned, it's for brand new players intentionally, but also if people are already into Tales of Equestria, if they already have some of the stuff, they'll find that this is very familiar and fits in really nicely with the other adventures and stuff that we've got. It is slightly different from a lot of the other adventures that we've done in the fact that it has no Game Master. There's no GM. You can play it with one if you want, but essentially it takes the form of a kind of choose your own adventure style book, which means that one person can play it on their own, and they can kind of familiarize themselves with the rules of Tales of Equestria, play through a full adventure by themselves, or in a group of up to 3 people, and then you can sort of move on to the full game afterwards if you want. So yeah, this requires no GM, no preparation, nothing like that. You can just start straight away and start playing.
So what is the adventure about?
The adventure is a very cool one. I think
I can see a dragon on the cover.
that's right, and that's why it's cool, basically. In this story, we really wanted to explore a classic monster, and there is no monster so classic as the dragon, especially
a red dragon,
dragon
as well. Yeah,
that's exactly right. An ancient red dragon whose name is Razor, and Razor is a very old and very wealthy dragon who, in this adventure, is also a very angry dragon, and that is something that the players will have to contend with. Razor, the dragon, lives in a place called the Unicorn Range, which is in northwestern Equestria, and this is where he has his lair, in the caldera of an ancient volcano.
Active volcano? Not so much active these days.
Well, maybe that's something that players will find out throughout the adventure. But
I might be accidentally stumbling on spoilers.
But from his lair, he is usually content to sleep and collect his hoard together and admire the things that he's collected. Unfortunately, in A Dragon's Bounty, which is the name of the adventure, the bounty itself refers to his prize possession, which is a huge, perfectly cut red gem called the Cinder Stone, which has gone missing. And that is why Razor has left his lair and is causing havoc.
That's why he's angry.
He is going on a rage, and he is causing havoc and destruction in the Unicorn Range and in the area around the range. Now, one of the interesting things about this is that the Cinder Stone didn't originally belong to Razor. It originally was part of a crown worn by an elemental creature called the Sultan of Cinders.
Okay.
And the Sultan has an interest in the Cinder Stone as well, because it was originally the gem that sat atop his mighty crown.
Is it like the prize gem as well, the centerpiece?
Exactly, the centerpiece of his crown. So throughout the adventure, there are these 2 colossal, mighty, magical creatures, the dragon and also the elemental, the Sultan of Cinders, who both want this gem, and it comes down to the players to resolve the situation.
Mediate.
Yes, exactly.
Between a very angry dragon.
If they don't, then the area around the mountains is just going to be leveled by an angry dragon. So it's up to them to really negotiate and find a solution that means that the area won't be meeting an unfortunate end.
So what can the players expect while they're playing?
Well, when the adventure starts, the players are very young foals, ponies who haven't got their cutie marks yet.
They're very brave if they're going up against...
They are very brave individuals, and something about them leads them to adventure. And that's explored a bit at the very beginning of the story. These are characters, the player characters, who, much like any adventurer, have the innate desire to help people. And so they are walking in the city of Van Hoover, which is on the western coast of Equestria, and the dragon begins to destroy the surrounding area of the city, and it's scaring ponies, and it's disrupting their sort of city. So the adventurers, the player characters, decide to find a way to stop this from happening.
You have to find out why it's happening.
Exactly. And so their adventure will take them from the city of Van Hoover, where they can do various preparations and learn things about what's happening, up into the Unicorn Range and to Razor's Lair. And for much of the adventure, they will be exploring the lair and trying to find out why the dragon is so angry, and trying to find something which is hidden within the lair, which can help resolve this situation. And while they are in the lair, they will find that rather than just a cave full of treasure, it is
the traditional sort of image of a dragon's lair.
And of course there is a cave full of treasure, as all good dragon's lairs should have. But also the lair itself is like an ecosystem, where not just the dragon lives there, but a creature of such immense size and wealth and power has attracted various other creatures to live in the lair with it. So I don't want to give too much away.
Spoilers, that sounds really interesting.
There are a number of creatures in the lair, both familiar to people who've watched My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, some familiar to those who have played other Tales of Equestria adventures.
Some new?
And indeed, some new. One of the strange creatures that players can encounter in the lair are small elemental balls of flame called kindlings, and these strange creatures will be a key ally in solving the problem.
Okay.
But I don't want to say much more than that until people have really gotten their hands on it and gotten stuck in.
Discovered the dragon's lair.
Exactly, the dragon's lair is waiting, and it's up to you to solve the problem.
Only you can save Van Hoover.
Precisely.
Cool, thank you for walking me through some of the details of the story.
Yeah, there's a lot in there, and we've only just scratched the surface really, but of course people can find out everything else by picking up the starter set and finding out what's going on.
Thanks for watching our video. If you'd like to learn more, you can find us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. You can also like and subscribe to be told when we've released new videos.